we're good. Hey, so mostly I review Marvel films and sometimes DC films on certain aspects of it. Um, for the podcast, when it comes to DC, I'm usually don't like to color reviews, more of a discussion. I'll get to that in a bit. First of all, when I watch, when I decide to make my review channel, I decide to, um, is that I want to review it in a way that I never thought it could, in a way where I see different perspectives of the way that certain film is, based on all the films I've ever watched and review. And when I follow watch the way they talk about films, what they about their likes and dislikes and things that really moved them and really felt it's a bunch of this and that with the films today. Films that I always talk about, and one of the things is that I always want to do like projects such as art. So I always want to see I always want to see what actors, the way they portray the characters and how they are within, how they treat the script within the films that they are in, and also the fact that back then when I first started my channel, I was just to reviews, to maybe want to, I know I didn't have any interest in writing at that time, so, and now I definitely more interested in that for more than ever, so my perspective is now different. It's more, back then it was mostly like, I was on the side of the audience, mostly, and now I'm thinking, I think I watch a film and observe it as if I'm just in the audience, and now I observe it as if what if I uh, now I not what if I wrote it. That's not the right way. That's not really a good way of saying it. It's more of I prefer how I see it now from a writer's point of view or a director's point of view or something along the lines of that, because now it's you have like now you see a film in different angles, and that may not work for everyone. Most large portion of you mostly have no interest in directing or writing or anything. They just want to watch something entertaining and watch something interesting, and that's amazing too and alright to do. So for me, at least, when I review these films, I mostly the MCU films, they have a large story, and they were really known it back then. And then there was like certain, it's not always perfect, of course, but it always like not fall off, but just it. Certain films are better than the others. It's like a little bit here and there with the way the story is, and they have like, especially the characters connect. Now, however, there are some films that aren't in the MCU, so those are also different and same at the same time because it's a film. So when I watch some films, I think about what's the story about, all the changes within the character that will make the audience more interesting to see, and would is this interesting to continue watching. I'm mostly continue all the way because all the way towards the end, because I want to see the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the way the projects, the way the director and writers of the films that we watch, like sees they see their own films in their own different way, and that's something they have to understand as well. Is that they all have their own mission, their own obstacles within the project within. So if there's like a conflict with a certain storyline or a certain thing with a character that just doesn't make sense, it's also important to realize when I review these films was that necessary? Was not? Was it I need to drop down? It's I need to drop. So try that. It sounds um not easy, not basic, but more um hmm, captivating. It's more. There's always something you look for when watching the films in any way, especially if there's a maybe an actor, the way they portray those characters that we see, the way they present their character is also really important part of the story. And not only that, there are some films that are trilogies and sequels or prequels or whatever, so it's such a long, good story aspect, and it's such a timeline of a story. So when you review films, one film at a time, you always wonder, does it stand on its own or not? So I feel that's something that is very, like, to me, you are aware of when you watch these films. However, it is also something important with the films that we watch these days. Is it worth watching? Is it worth watching, whether it's in theaters or on your computer, the TV, or whatever? All it depends on, well, you. So when I review films, I think about, is there something I want to review because it's part of larger story, larger um, a piece of a puzzle or something. There's always a way to see films in a different way. I almost don't call. Sorry, normally they would cut us out and start over, but now there was a certain part of the story where it's. Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought here. The way the films are these days is always. It feels like some, not all, just a few films are giving the characters a lot, like, easy, giving the main characters an easy path to finish the story, versus becoming part of the story. So it's not really, if it's easy, then when if someone reviews it, then it's not to be fun. It's to be interesting. When review a film, it's important to have the film be presented to you in a way where it helps you think about something not relatable. It doesn't have to be relatable all the time. However, it's also important to keep in mind that it's important to see how the writer or director or presented the story towards you, because that's what it is. That's the whole point of reviewing a film, is you want to see, not see that watch, but see as in observe the idea of why you're watching, why you're not watching. I want to say something else. Why you choose to watch the film. And also there's a lot of people who like walk out of theaters or stop watching certain films because they had enough, they are not interested, they lose interest. So that's another thing is, film is, it's not easy, it's not hard either. Well, I won't say it's not hard. It's hard. It's a lot. It's getting harder. It's a better way of putting that, because I feel, if you, in a way, it kind of feels like we've seen everything. Also, we haven't seen much of entertainment in that type of format. It's what I'm trying to say is that there's something out there for everyone, so that everyone has something they're looking forward to when watching a certain film or an artist. And when you allow people who review films, they usually break it down, and then I kind of do this too. It's not really much of a review, so something for me, it's important to do is when I review these films, it's important not to just break it down. This happens, this happens, this happens, and then the end story. Just watching, and then that's not really a review. That's more breaking it down. That's it. So when you review something, you break down the idea of this happened, and then you give your thoughts on that, or you see something within that. You take a break within the breakdown to see some to let the audience know you see something that you then a lot of people may not see in your perspective in a way. So that's something very important to see and to think about. If, for example, if you're thinking about reviewing movies yourselves, or if you're still doing that, it can help this probably help you understand that there's more stories within, not stories, but more ways to like, observe certain films in your days of watching films, and there's like so much entertainment, so you want to catch up and watch so much, and you have so much. Not only you have movies to watch, but you have TV shows, and then it's always the fact that there's certain films are an adaptation. Not sorry, that's that's a made up word. I think what I'm trying to say is adaptation. For example, if it's based on a video game, that's an example. I think you know what word I'm trying to say. Adaptation. There you go. That's the right word. So it's always different types of films based on something, whether it's based true story or something else. Then it's always there's always like so many different perspectives in the way you review films because it's so it's like so much so that's why there's certain genres for and categories and the way the films are these days. It's more interesting in the way that not interesting. I want to say the word interesting. It's more remarkable. The films are catch our attention in such a interesting way to the point where we sometimes are comfortable with it. That's why a lot of people would say it's a comfort movie, or if they say that they are used to watching it because over and over again because there's something about it they love. And not only that, when you review, if you, for example, if you review a film and then you watch it again and then again, you later in life you would see the same film in a different way. So maybe, and that's how, and that some of you may think that would be a downside because now you'll not be able, you won't feel like you won't be able to express your the way you think about that certain film in that time period, the way you watched it later, because when you watched it the first time or the second time or anything along the lines of that. So, or maybe not watch it, but probably think about it or something along the lines of that, or to the point where you, if you review something else, you could probably compare it and say something along the lines of this film, this film A and film B, right? So film A is what you watch the first time, and film B is the brand new movie that's out, right? So you will review film B, and then when you review film B, you just say something along the lines of, like, this reminds me of something about the film A, which does have to be related or true or not. It depends on what you review, but you could say film B reminds me of something in film A. Then now that I think about what happened in film B, the stuff that happened in the actions or chapters or the journey that certain characters in the story did in film A helped me realize that film A is actually better than I realized or different than I realized or something along the lines of that. So that's a great example. Actually, I like that example. I just thought about that just now. Yeah, so that's actually really cool how I will be able to see it that way. And then there's TV shows, but that's actually next week. So that's different. So, so another thing is my review DC films on my podcast is mostly discussions. So it's basically not, for me, like, discussions to me is not me reviewing or breaking down a movie. Well, I try to break it down, but it's more different. It's more It's not really much of a review. It's the way I told you about the idea of the film versus the what the film is. It's within. So that's something. If you want to think about that, people to say this is a spoiler discussion or film discussion or something like that. But it's discussing something that happened within the movie, which will probably have spoilers. So always remember to let the audience know the, the, the veil your the film you're reviewing has spoilers in the beginning. A lot of people really see that, yeah, or really are interested in will admire you more if you let your audience know that the film you go and watch has spoilers because they want to be spoiled all the way. And some people will watch it on. If people sometimes I see people who make reviews and they say spoiler alert or something like that, and then the comments will be like, I didn't know this, but the trailer just said spoiler alert, and then they did, you know. So yeah. So overall overview. Hopefully, there's something here you learn from the way you see films in certain time period of your life. So yeah. Have you ever thought about how many? Have you thought of one film that you watched over and over again, and you want to today or tomorrow or later to and would continue over that as a comfort film, and that's alright. It's not easy. It's your time, you know. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy something here. I'll be going to break down TV shows next week, so probably maybe not Monday, not Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. Probably next week on Tuesday. We'll see. I hope all of you have a wonderful day and wonderful week. I'll see all of you next time, and yeah, please share this. And if you're listening on Anchor, which is now Spotify podcast, right? I don't know. I'm still not call it Anchor. Alright. Yeah, so hopefully thank you for listening or watching, whether it's live or replay or whatever. I I don't know how to change this thing to have the thumbnail, but on Facebook Live or Facebook after a post, but on YouTube you'll see the thumbnail. Alright, have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye.